So yeah, I think that Kamala Harris is the real deal because she's like the prosecutor and the Donald is the convicted felon. It's perfect like this. Prosecutor versus convicted felon. 2024. And because you know, things have to change. Racism and bigotry. We can't be like this anymore. You know, we can't. And homophobia, new ways or new terms to describe people who you never met before, or who you don't even know, or who you don't even contact or communicate, converse with. Abhorrent. There needs to be back to understanding right and wrong, and understanding what is right and wrong. I think Kamala Harris, you know, with the Gen Zers and how she's very enthusiastic with the young generation, you know, and how she is. I think that you're seeing a good movement. You're seeing a good movement, and you're seeing a movement take place. And because racism and bigotry of any kind is abhorrent to the soul, and it's abhorrent to the soul of humanity. And I think she's the real deal. She's like the prosecutor, the Donald, convicted felon. It just screams a kind of like David versus Goliath, or like that, or it screams like very, very like the style. And when she said this, if you have anything to say it to my face, that probably won her the White House. That could put her in the White House. Because when you talk about, when you have to really say, you know what, that's kind of like change we can believe in no way, or no malarkey. Yeah, those are statements of a winner. Those are statements of a winner, because what she said compared to what the Donald is like now. The Donald is basically like Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty took a great fall, and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. It's like Humpty Dumpty versus a person like that's very, very sharp, articulate, very, very joyful, happy, very, very happy person, a very, very joyful person, and a very kind and nice person, versus Humpty Dumpty. Because what you're seeing here is the same thing. I mean, I think that you're seeing that this is how it will be. I mean, the guy basically doesn't know Kamala Harris's what ethnicity or nationality or national heritage that she is, and is ignorant. And imagine the debates. The prosecutor versus the convicted felon. Imagine the debates. She would say, you know what? Speaking of border crises, you didn't give, you Republicans didn't want to give aid to the border. You know, she's got to basically bring it all out. She's the real deal. I think that she is the real deal. I think that she's like Obama. She's like, an Obama Law and Order style combo. I think my stances are on Kamala Harris. I think that she could possibly do this. And maybe we should bring back, you know, we should say, you know what, with the 9/11 conspirators, well, they get constitutional rights, just like any other criminal, whether it's a bank robber, a rapist, a child rapist, a fraudster, a money launderer. They get due process just like any other thing in our country because they have constitutional rights. Anybody in this country, I don't care if you're white, black, gay, straight, transsexual, bisexual, I don't care if you're any, you get constitutional rights. Everybody does. And everybody does, and they get court proceedings and courtroom proceedings just like any other would-be person that broke the law. And that's a good thing. That proves that we have a legal, that we have a real justice system and not a system that is a violation of people's human rights. And this is a good thing. And yeah, I mean, I think that Kamala Harris is the real deal. She probably will go after him. She will, and she'll imagine she going at the debates and saying, you know what, the others are off, and say, and you know what, I wouldn't want to be him trying to face the prosecutor. And until next time, REYMEGA signing off.